Hey guys, welcome into Athletes Prehab. It's Garrett here, taking you through a little mobility and prehab workout today. It's gonna be more mobility than anything else, so if you are struggling with back tightness, hip tightness, anything from calf tightness too, this is going to be the workout for you. No equipment needed today, but you will need some space. So grab either a yoga mat or some soft flooring, and let's get started. All right, we're gonna get started mobilizing the spine. Warming up with a cat-cow motion. Hands are gonna be down onto the floor, just like so. What I want you guys to do, just to start, we're gonna do this a couple different ways, is we're going to start to tuck the hips under like somebody's pulling you down from your back pockets. Under, as you start to round the back, going to the upper mid-back too. And then just doing the reverse of that. So we'll go down from the head first to the mid-back, and then unwind those pockets, about to neutral. We're gonna do that 10 more times. Okay, so again, pockets first, back pockets first, start the hip tuck under, and start to almost like create the wave from the lowest part of your hips and back, all the way up to the mid-back, creating a little bit of a rounded back. And then do the exact opposite, going from the top down. Eyes start to come up a little bit. Start to flatten out the spine, mid-back. Start to get to neutral. Let's go again. Good, pockets first. Mobilizing, you might feel a little bit more of a stretch in that lower back, maybe even in the upper to mid-back too. Really pushing into that floor. Let's work on our breathing here these last few reps, okay? Slow and controlled inhale. Should be underneath those hips. Exhaling out. Inhaling in, let's go 4 more. Going from the bottom up. Getting some expansion. It's going to take a little bit longer for me. I'm really hunting around for those tight spots, and for me it's by the hips, the low back. Trying to get a little bit more rounded for those. 2 more. Slow and controlled, guys, is the name of the game. And if this hurts your wrists at all, feel free to either go knuckles down or grab some risers, something to hang on to that keeps those wrists okay. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna get 1 more. Top down. All right, next one we're heading into is going to be your lizard to quadratus lumborum or QL stretch, okay? Now that QL is gonna be a tight muscle ranging right along the side to the lower back too, okay? It gets really tight on a lot of people, so we're gonna try to stretch that out. Now, a lizard stretch is similar to the position I'm in right here. I'm just gonna extend out from a half kneeling position. Back knee is gonna be down on the floor, hands are gonna be down. This is my lizard, or what I call a lizard, okay? My lizard pose, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna almost create a little side bend. So moving my hands a little further forward, I'm gonna just side bend that back hip, coming down, 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 and I'm gonna feel a nice big stretch to the outside and through that lower back as long as I'm breathing. And I can adjust my hands if needed. Feel that lower back really start to stretch out, and the side especially begin to stretch out. About we return to normal. Let's try a hold each time about, let's say about 10 seconds, okay? Coming down, you can either have both hands on it, or you can turn a little bit more if you like. If it's too much pressure on that wrist, I would go 2 hands and just go a little side bend instead. Try and come back up. I'm shortening them up a little bit. My body's starting to get a little tighter with it. I want to keep it loose. So I'm going to exhale like I'm fogging a mirror. Coming down. As I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to switch. My left leg is going to go out. Hands are going to be down on the floor. I'm going to stagger them. So my left hand is going to be closer to my foot. My right hand is going to be out a little bit more. So I want you to exhale, come up, inhale, come down. What this is gonna do, we want the space to open, so we want air actually to come through that lower back. And you see when that air comes in, I start to get a little bit looser. Again, if this is too much for you, limit the motion, but still feel a decent stretch. Focus on your breathing. Feel that side begin to come down, stretching out that lower back region, which might be pretty tight on us. So you're not only getting hips stretch out of this, also getting lower back. This one's about 2 more. There we go, breathe. Great job. And relax. Next, we're gonna finish off the back with a little lat stretch. We're gonna go into a child's pose lat stretch. So what I'm gonna start with is my feet back. My hips are gonna come back towards my heels right here. And I don't care whether those toes are under or over, it just depends on how you guys like it. So we're gonna go back with the hips. We're gonna reach out with the hands. Now this is a regular child's pose. I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on the hands. And from here, as I get long, I'm gonna move both hands to one side. And I'm just gonna exhale out, try to close down the short side, and try to open up this side. And you should be feeling a stretch going through the outside or the under part of the armpit, all the way down to almost like that lower back. Let's do 10 breaths right here. Work on the breathing. About 2 more. Long exhale out, guys, long. Like you're fogging a mirror. And let's go ahead and switch. Same thing, the other side. Last couple. Work on the breathing. Try to open up that side. Great job. Next one we're gonna work on is to open up the hips a bit, okay? Now, this is gonna be an easy one, but I'll give you a modification that can make it a little bit more difficult for some of you, okay? This one is a piriformis stretch, and this one is gonna be pretty relaxing. It's gonna open up our hips a little bit. Follow me. Laying on our back, we're gonna cross the left ankle over the right, okay, over the right knee. From here, I'm gonna grab that left knee and pull it towards my right shoulder. And right here, we should be feeling a decent stretch running through the outside of our hip, rear glute. And just try to breathe long exhales, deep silent inhales as we do this. And we're gonna hold this for about a minute. If you wanna make it a little bit more difficult, you will do the same stretch, except this time, thread one hand through that right leg and just pull it back towards you. You should be feeling a really decent stretch current through there. Otherwise, guys, just hold it from here, okay? Easy way, very similar stretch that we can get to. About 20 seconds left. Work on the breathing. All right, 10 more. 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 go ahead and switch right here in 3, 2, 1. Same thing, opposite side. Feel the hips start to release, start to relax. Close your eyes if you can. Right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next stretch that we're going to do is going to be for the calves and the ankles, okay? And these are going to be downward dog ankle pumps. I'll give you an option if you need to as well. Hands are going to be down on that floor. From here, I'm going to raise my hips up and trying to press down on each heel, almost like a pump action. Slow and controlled. If one feels tighter than the other, I want you to spend some good quality time on that side, okay? We'll go for about a minute right here. Just back and forth, feeling which calf is tighter. If it is, spending about 5-10 seconds on it, and then going to that other side, seeing if you can reach that heel down to the ground. About halfway. If this one's bugs you at all, I'd like you guys to either stand up, press against the wall, kind of like this, and just push that heel down and back. You should be feeling a similar stretch. 20 seconds remaining. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, and the last one we're gonna work on is our wrist. Now we're gonna work on wrist extensors today. So top side of that forearm, what we're gonna do is place both hands, or both knuckles, back side of the hands, on the ground right here. And I'm just gonna kind of slightly lean back, set my hips back to my hands. Now this should stretch out the front part of that wrist and all the way up that forearm, taking care of any tennis elbow issues that we have. If you flare those inner elbows forward instead of just to the side, you should be feeling a little bit more of a stretch. But if this bugs you, if it's too much range of motion, just turn those knuckles down and then press against them and hold from there. Let's go for about 30 seconds each side, or a 1-minute stretch, and just try to relax into it. Again, this is the modification if you need it. Let's go ahead and switch if you haven't already. Guys, and great job. That's our 20-minute mobility workout today. If you guys have any comments, please drop them below. I will see you guys back here soon